You let me, you hairdo. You think it suits me? I ate too many bananas, Smook. I made the joke there about my mate up there at, well, I won't say where he is. Sympathy, lowercase. I read the rest of your name now. I forgot it. The guy was meant to be on the live stream last night. He was in Byron Bay today. Yeah, he's in northern New South Wales. Yeah, I thought he was over there in America. So he doesn't want me to say his first name because when I looked at his Instagram, I had his whole name on it. And I've got a photograph from him. So, hi. No, I won't say it. Right. We're talking about Byron Bay and Wollongbar train and St Mary's trains. I'm just uploading 2 new videos. Hang on, which way I want to go around? What's that on my arm? I've got a white dot on my arm or something. Listen, I've got my coffee. Got his own dirty t-shirt on. Little point here. You know, some things change, some things don't. I found that in the cupboard. 92 cents for milk. It was in one of my former YouTubes, actually. It was, so the price was cut down. So they took the price down. I got it for, I think it was 60 cents because of expiry date. But you know what's different about it? It's glass. What's that got to do with Wollongbar and Byron Bay? I'll tell you exactly. Right? You can't see it there on the label. Full cream milk. They stuck the sticker over it. See, quick sale. Right, that says quick sale. And it was up at casino. And my son, when I said he drove me over to the train at casino during the bushfires 2 years ago, November, December 2 years ago. So that's 2 years ago. That's been sitting in my cupboard. And people said, why would you want to keep a milk bottle? I said, because it's a milk bottle. It's made out of glass, right? And it's got a reusable lid. And I'm using it tomorrow because it's been washed and clean, right? You know why I'm using it tomorrow? Because you know where I'm going tomorrow. Anyway, off of that before I get an itchy head. Now, I just made 2 videos. And what is that? That's not skin cancer, is it? Anyway, I don't like you guys on YouTube. I never see that. Anyway, what are they doing? Well, 2 new videos right down behind this. Get in and have a look. The old Ropes Creek railway line. When you come out of St Mary's train station, on the up line, then they've got to reverse backwards, or they come down the down line, then they cut right across from number 4 even. They've still got the points in there from when they made driver's view to Ropes Creek train video. And you can get in there and see it at St Mary's train station because there's a train video on YouTube, about 40 years old. Got uploaded off original film. I was actually standing there on the platform the day they filmed it. And I seen this electric train there. I think it was Barry was driving, or Brian. I can't think it was Barry or Brian, I think his name was. And he come in there and, oh, got a camera. And they've got a camera on a tripod. And they film the train and it goes over the points and over the points, over the points. And it ran over to Ropes Creek. And it used to come from Hornsby. Well, and then I made a video, and if you really, I bet you half of you never even watched it, which was, if you're into trains, I went down there during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, you know, when everything was locked down, we weren't allowed to go 5Ks away. And I said, oh, look at this. And I drove from one side of St Mary's, and I drove up onto the other side. And I said, oh, look, they're building the railway lines going out to Ropes Creek. And that'd be, I think, about 10 views on it. So get in and check it out. You get in and see if we're not building it. Well, I just went down there and I went right over down to Christie Street, which is the road that runs off. You got the railway line, you got Forrester Road, and then Christie Street runs this way, which goes towards Penrith Kingswood, and then the railway line comes down this way, right? And comes right up to Christie Street like that. And it's huge. Well, I won't tell you. You got to get in and look at the video. Massive, great big new railway line. Massive. All concrete sleepers. And here's people worrying about train tracks. I say, oh, our railway line. I'm talking to somebody specifically because they talked to me last night on the phone. They're all upset. Calm down. All upset because of Moormbar Railway Line to Byron Bay Railway Line and up to Casino, right? And they're devastated. They're train lovers. They're railway line lovers, right? Right? And the world's going to stop over a railway line. No, don't think like that. You're still going to live your own life. A railway line will be built out of nothing, will be used for 100 years, and then it'll be closed down for 10, 20 years. Now, I said on the last video, or last couple of live streams back, North Star. I went to North Star in 1985. And everybody said, oh, no, never, ever, ever reopen North Star. It's an old timber sleeper with 2 rails and 2 pegs either side. No plates, no rings. 1900 built back in 1900. Right? They said, never, ever going to use North Star. Absolutely wrong now. It's a dual carriageway right through, same train track corridor. I took away all the old rails, took away all the old sleepers. The big machinery comes in. It's now the part of the Sydney to Brisbane direct railway line. See, I said that 30 years ago. All these abandoned railway lines out the west. And I sat there one day and I was looking at a big map and I worked out in my brain. I said, you could do a railway line right down there into Melbourne. Right out there from Brisbane. 30 years later, they did it. I said to myself back in 95, I'll start up the Wollongong Railway Station Museum. Right? Restaurant. And they laughed at me. Go and have a look at it now, Google Earth. Big, beautiful station there at Wollongong. They laughed at me and I said about Tenterfield Railway Museum. Go and Google that. Oh, dog lips. Guess who had a bar? Get down and have a look on the channel. Here he is. Come here. Look. Here he is. You ask me. Hey, Mr. Dog. There you go. Say hello. Say hello to the camera. Look. Anyway. Oh, Jerry, look. He's right out. He's at a bar. Anyway. Hang on, son. Hang on. Don't lose me. That's a lovely dog. God, you smell good. You smell like a real poofy dog. Yeah, you do. You smell like a girl. Did Jeffrey buy you some girl cologne, did he? Oh, I think he did. No, he had his doggy bar. Doesn't he look good? Look nice and white. Look, he's all fluffy and fluffy. Nice clean tail. Look, Jeffrey, look. Jeffrey's very proud of Mr. Dog. Hi, Jeffrey. Hope you're feeling better, mate. Jeffrey's not well. Won't tell you what his personal business is. Anyway, quite comfortable there, aren't you? Too fat. He's all right. There he goes. He's up. Sorry, son. He's sitting on my lap and distract me. Yeah, he keeps wanting to get on my double bed like he used to. He can't get up there anymore. He does it all the time. Railway lines. Here we go. So they built a great big brand new railway line from St Mary's towards Dunedin, but it stops at Christie Street. Doesn't go to Ropes Crossing. So go there and have a look. Go and check it out. It's just been uploaded. Come on, smash it. Go and smash it for me. Go and have a look at it. I mention when I'm talking, I say, oh, there's an idiot hominoids. Remember I was talking about Gladys Berejiklian said, oh, no, driver's train will never ever come out here. Yeah, well, now I know where it's going to go. I just read it down the street. There's a video. Just upload it now. Another video. Where's Gladys's train going to go? I still call it Gladys's train, even though she's gone. So bloody scary, bloody. She's a premier, right? She's responsible for everybody under her. She's the one who goes to the big approval to the planning minister. Everything has to go underneath her big snout. Remember Gladys had a big snout, right? She would have sniffed it out like me. I got a big snout. So that's how I discriminate. I got a big snorkel. That's right. Someone's just saying hello. Who's that? What? What? Someone just said hello. Hang on. Oh, it's my travel info. I said, anyway, I'll get back onto it. Anyway, so Gladys turned around and said,
hello, you I'm watching good old Slap Dan.
Where's that coming from?
Anyway, I was watching
Get off. What the hell?
Yeah, this is the one I'm looking at.
Get off. Bloody mobile phones, they just take over when they want. It's nearly finished uploading the new train, bus, driverless train, interchange video. What? Yeah, driverless train, normal Chinese-made Sydney trains, the blue and yellow ones, and a bus interchange. Just worked out where they're going to put it. So let's have a look at Google Maps. Bloody Google's trying to talk to me. Comes up and says, "What are you trying to say?" That Google voicing, you know, this stupid thing. Google is stupid. Oh, they got rid of it. Let's have a look. If you don't know where St Mary's is, you're somewhere else around the world. It's west of Sydney, but it's before Penrith, before the Blue Mountains. And this is basically, I've done a story here. I've got it here somewhere until that dickhead came in here 9 months ago, 10 months ago, moved all my plans around. I actually done the station diagram. New driverless train out to St Mary's. Over 1,000, 10,000 views, 1,000 views or something astronomical. Right, how is it going to work? What they're going to do, and I can see it by looking on here, I'll put on satellite. Let's see if we can get rid of words. How do you get rid of words? Take that off. Take that off. No, that's all. Can't do it. Right. Okay. Bad luck. Right. Ages ago, they built a taxi stand and they built it right at the base of the stairs at St Mary's train station. Right, so this is where you come up Queen Street. You go up Phillip Street. Sorry. Then you turn up Station Street. And look what's sitting there. It's a taxi stand. And it's even got the word taxi written on it. Wish all this other crap would get off it. And if you look in the background, pre the new car park, you can see the cars in the old car park in the background. So the cars used to be out there in the car park. That's the new taxi stand. And they made that up 3 years ago when they done it at the main street of St Mary's. Maybe even 4 years ago. Well, that's now where the taxis are. That's from the 27th of September. So that's where they go. Well, it's actually, they stayed there a bit longer. They went over there last week or the week before. So what they've done now is this old car park with the blue ring around it down the bottom, the base of Coles, back of Centrelink, which is, sorry, not there, doop, doop, doop. Somebody must have walked around there with a Google Earth camera. Oh, yeah, I see what's happened. Someone's walked around there with a camera and Google Earthed it around the crane I used to use. Right. Just trying to set this up so it comes up right. Right. Railway station's up the top. So there's St Mary's train station. That's up here. There's the main street of St Mary's. There's Centrelink, and there's Coles over here. This here now has all been closed off. And what they're doing, they're turning that into a temporary bus interchange. Because across the road, where the current bus interchange is, that one, you can go look at it on Google Earth. It says it's got buses all over it. See, there's the back of Coles. So there's Coles, where Google is. So there's the car park. There's a big pine tree where the ibis sit. There's Coles there. So what they're going to do, they're going to close down this bus interchange over here. And that green square there is the, where is it? There you go. You know, it's so hard trying to do this. I went the wrong way. Right. Where the blue dot is, that's the old railway goods shed. There's the railway station, right? So what they're going to do, they're going to run the driver's train into there. See down the side here of the park? Now you say, why is that? Because when you look at this photo, where platform number 4 is, and the 2 train tracks, so you got the platform number 4, 2 train tracks, then there's a gap, a fence, a gap, which is the original train line. I used to push the railway carriages up there with my father back in 1978. Then it comes down, it hits the elevator and the base of stairs. So there's room there for a train line, and I'll move it up so you can see the train line on platform 4 and the big wide gap over to the stairs. Now, everybody knows the stairs go up and they're already wired up, so nobody can fall through and go down on the train tracks. That's where the driverless train. So there's the elevator. That's the stairs going up. That's the elevator. That's where the 2 train tracks used to be 50 years ago. And there's the current train tracks. Can you see how they're going to do it? That's what they're going to do. They're going to bring this driverless train in down here between the end of the building and the current down line. And if we follow that out, now you're starting to see where the 4 sets of points, 4 tracks go back into 2. And I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. It's been planned for 4 tracks to go from St Mary's to Penrith. Right up there underneath the Northern Road, Parker Street, Northern Road, and right under there, under like Glossop Street. It's got 4 tracks go underneath that. It's the same bridge. All right, same design bridge, exactly the same. Northern Road, where it comes over there next to the railway between off Street, right? See, now here's the 4 going into 2, and there's the siding line up the top up there that goes out there to Dunevin Circuit. See, so we keep going, and then you'll see the crossovers. See, there's another crossover. And then it runs around and goes off to the top of the phone. There it goes. This one up here. That's a big new one. See, it's dual track. That's a big new one they just built. That's the one that goes out there to, see? You didn't see it. It's got 2 tracks. Rebuilt all that. They ripped up all those old timber sleepers and put a brand new concrete ones. Go check that one out. Right, now if you look back down here on the south side, that's a Mary's train line. So you've only got 2 railway lines going west, and there's room there for 4, especially underneath the Warrington Bridge. There can be 4 train tracks. Your brain's starting to get it yet? The driverless train comes into St Mary's, or is it going to go to Penrith? Now, let's say it went to Penrith. It could easily turn left and come down on the other side of Warrington train station, because the corridor is wide enough all the way to Penrith, right down there through Kingswood, through Warrington County. Go and have a look on Google Earth. You can see it yourself. Now, I'm using the phone to do this, which makes it very difficult. I know that. Now, if you don't believe me, there you go. There's a bridge going over South Creek at Warrington. 2 train tracks on the top. What's that over here? That's a head for the bridge. See? Another pair of train tracks. And then when it gets out the other side, here's South Creek. See, there's actual South Creek water. See, you can actually see the little tiny South Creek. But don't forget, there's over 14,000 square kilometres of floodwater comes down through there. Yeah, 14,000 square kilometres of floodwater. And there's the other side of the bridge, and you can see the 2 facials. Right, which is the fence line. The fence line is built on top of the facials. So the 2 train tracks go either side of those 2 lines, right? So driver's train could go to Penrith, or it could come in there to St Mary's. Now the video I just uploaded, and that plan I had in here somewhere, I'm going to find it. And let's see what it says. And that train line should go into exactly what I'd say. Now, I'm going to leave this YouTube live stream up there. And in 5 years' time, we'll come back and we'll have a look. And I want to say, yeah, you were right. What's the bet? They bring the train in right next door to the old goods shed, right down into the bus bay. And then on the Sydney end of the railway station, right, let me explain St Mary's. Hang on, I'll just slow down a bit. If you don't know St Mary's, you've got 2 island platforms. And you've got the overhead bridge is on the Penrith end, the western end. And the stairs go to the west. And the elevators are at either end. Then on this end, you've got number 4 platform and a gap down here to the stairs. So that's where the 2 tracks used to be. They're still the same pylons holding up the stairs today that were there back in 1978. All they did was replace the top beams. I've gone down there, I filmed it. It's on my channel. You go down and see, you still see the original beams, and all they did was paint them. All right. So you've got platform 4 here. There's 2 tracks, about that wide. Right. So there's another 2 tracks, and there's another 2 tracks. Think about it. They can run 2 tracks into there, and then because the building, the walkover is on the western end, I'd say they use the Sydney end of St Mary's train station, where there's absolutely nothing, just light poles. And that's why they're also rebuilding the car park. All coming together. Bring it all back together for you. So they're rebuilding the car park, St Mary's train station on the north side. On the western end, you've got the old walkover and the 2 stairs pointing down to the west. So then you come up them, you walk up, you go in, and then you go that way, and you go down on the platform. And then on the down platform, which is the south side, you've got the old station building. The other one was demolished, the one I used to work in 1977. And then you've got all the length of the platform heading back there towards you. So you've got 6 car lengths of carriages. Minimum. No, 4 lengths of car carriages. Now, one carriage is 50 feet long. Let's say it's 50 feet. So it's 250 feet, which is about, or 200 feet, which is about 200, what's that about 60, 80 metres, right? Plenty of room. They build the driverless train, comes in, get off, go up a new fancy escalator, or go up an elevator in a wheelchair, come across to the Sydney and the St Mary's train station, come over there in a new concourse, like they built over here at Schofields. They can come over, same as what they're doing at Central, put all the great big thing there at Central, the big new highlight windows, and they took away all the old concrete floor and they opened it right up. Now they're building a great big pit down there, and I think his name's Paul, Pommy guy, English guy, something Vlog, train Vlog, I think he calls himself. I know Harry's lucky name. Usually everybody else calls him some other silly name, something other Vlog. Anyway, and he was saying how it goes way down to great big new stations, and now they're building it out of Botany Road and Maccaboy. Then it's going to come down across Sydenham to Bankstown, Bankstown to Villawood, over to Liverpool. Liverpool come down around through Glenfield, come out to the international airport, the new big airport out there. And then the protesters were protesting 12 months ago during the COVID lockdown. They're going to get a railway line through their backyard out here at, what do you call it? Something Hills, Orchard Hills. And they said they didn't know anything about it. Been on the plan since 1886. It's on their deeds somewhere. It's somewhere in the land office. That's always been there. So then it's come around from there, Orchard Hills, it'll come straight in. Why do you think they rebuilt the Great Western Highway? And the Great Western Highway. And you go out there now, and you can see it now what they're doing down around. That's Mother Nature. Let them know the truth. See, there goes dog into my bedroom. We're scared. Right. So it's going to come Orchard Hills, come into St Mary's, and current number 4 platform, and they're taking the current bus station away, and they're going to put that across the road next to Coles, and make that the temporary bus interchange. And that's what's on my video. Go down and read the sign. The sign clearly says temporary bus interchange, because they're going to rebuild the current bus interchange into a railway station and bus interchange. And it's probably going to have the stairs go up with elevators and come down on the city side of St Mary's Station. And that's also why when you get on in my video with Mr. Dog driving out of Coles, and I drive up around, I come out of Coles and I turn right opposite the bus station. I drive up the hill, you see big New South government transport infrastructure. Up that, there's a little dead end street up there, and that's what they're building. All these huts are up there, and they built temporary roads up there, and all these huts are going in up there for all the workers when they start on the bus station. Can you see what they're doing? Or do I need to get a map out? It's very simply, they've got to build a depot. It's the same as the international airport. They've got this huge, great big depot out there where they keep all the machinery. They've even got temporarily built proper building mechanical workshops to do all the big earth moving machinery. You know, the things with the wheels the size of your house, right? Those big dump trucks, right? You see out in the coal mines. Yeah, they're out there too, those great big things. So let's have a little gander. No, we don't. This is what I'm talking about. It's called Chessum Street. Now, it shows on the map it goes all the way through. Now, let's see if we get this thing here to rotate. And up the top, above the red wiggle, is the railway line. So there's Chessum Street. That's the park. That's actually a dead end. That shows Google Earth going right through. That's incorrect. That's now got a whole bunch of work sheds up there. Right? There's the current 4 tracks railway line coming into St Mary's. Right? There's the trees. There's Chessum Street. And what they did, they come down here, and right there they put a road in. Right through that. And it goes right up parallel to that road there. And they put a road right up to the very top. And they put all the huts along it. And they even connect on the sewer main and water main and everything, because they're going to be there for, what, 2 or 3 years. So they're going to make it a temporary permanent. So that's what they're building. Right? So they're using that there to put their huts. And then down here, the bus terminal. Where's that going to? We're going the wrong way, or what? Yeah, went the wrong way. Now there's the railway line. There's the bus terminal as it is. There's the old car park, which is now getting turned into a temporary bus interchange. There's the taxis parked along down the road. Right? that's the Coles car park, dead centre of the screen. Sorry, that's the other car park. They're taxis. So just make the camera sit still. Black cars are taxis. Those cars, right, they're taxis. There's the car park. There's the bird shitting tree. There's the road. Here's Coles. Where's Coles? It's hard. You try and do something backwards. Yeah, that's Coles. Big white square, that's Coles. So I'm looking backwards on the camera. So I've got to do everything ass up. Right? This camera shows me backwards. So that's what they're doing. Want me to go through again? Bus stop is coming across the road to the old car park. In between the back of the old shops and the Coles car park up ramp. With the bird shit, the ibis. Right? Done the video on it. That's going to be temporary bus interchange. The current bus interchange is going to come the driver's train and bus interchange, and then they're going to build stairs, elevators up over onto the Sydney end of St Mary's station, then over to the other side in the other car park, and then they'll probably raise that up, which is the open air one, which is only dead level ground. They'll probably make that 4 stories high as well. Because it'd be a bit bloody stupid if they don't, because you can have driverless train coming in and 4 train tracks, and you're only going to have half a car park? Well, I don't think so. I think they're going to build, I reckon, I haven't seen the plans yet, I reckon that they're going to build a great big another car park on the northern side of St Mary's train station. That's where they're raising up the first side. So we'll see. The first one on the northern side. They're raising it. Then they'll probably finish building that, and then they'll build where the open out in the open single card on the ground car park is. Then they'll probably close it off and build it up, and then that'll join on to the St Mary's train station on the Sydney end, go down new elevators and escalators or whatever else, and then they'll probably take that right across over into the current bus interchange and have an elevators over there, and the driverless train will come in there like what they've got out there past GoPros. Whatever they want to call it. Cumberoo, whatever they call it. Starts with a T. Right? I don't like the driverless train. It's not a driverless train to me, it's a tram. Because the train, I sit this way and I go that way. In a tram, you sit sideways. And that's what you do. You sit sideways all the way along. So to me, it's a tram. You go and look at any tram, they all sit sideways. Railway definition of diary, even Melbourne trams, you sit sideways. Look at all the trains around the world. Look at the trains Gladys bought from Spain, now breaking down. They sit sideways. Except for the trams they built in the first Sydney Light Rail, some of them sit forward and backwards. They're like the original Tangaras. Right, so get on to Wollongbar Casino. What's going on up there? Well, I'm hoping I'm going to get up there, finish doing the bit on Theo, go up there, see my old mates, and I go over a little bit of time up there. And I've got someone here looking after the house who wears a blue badge and carries a gun. So I'm happy. Beware burglars, don't bother. I shouldn't even be saying on YouTube I'm going away, but I am going away to Byron Bay. I don't mind saying I'm going away to Byron Bay. And when I come back from Byron Bay, I'll be watching this saying, geez, I'm an idiot. I said I'm going away to Byron Bay. But then again, I could always delete this video right at the end, or I could edit that out, but I don't bother. You're stupid enough to come around and get busted, that's your own problem. Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to go up there and do the Byron Bay Stoker siding, Byron Bar. Let's go have a look and see how they fared now. Let's go see what damage rail trail's done, and then we'll see if we can go for a drive up around South Tweed, Chindra, Benora Point, around the airport before we cross over the border and see if we can get some sort of video shot. It's very hard I don't know exactly where they've got the Queensland border barricade is, but apparently the police are still up there at the moment. If you want to cross into Queensland, you've got to pay $100 and something double vaccination, or show a certificate that you had it done in the last 3 days that you've been cleared. So I'm not going to bother with that because I know I don't have it. I've had me double vax. I don't give a shit. I'm too old. Mate, if I had coronavirus now, I'd say don't worry about resuscitating. I'm too old. Don't care. I'm over it. I've had a good life. Mate, I grew up as a kid, skinny dipping in the Hawkesbury River, driving around an EB Holdens, FB Holdens, my grandfather's Chevrolet truck, the other grandfather's 1934 vintage Ford truck with wooden spoke wheels, looked like something out of the Waltons. I worked at King's Cross train station. I worked at St Mary's Railway. I drove cabs for 17 years. I've seen enough of this world. Lasted me a lifetime. Well, my lifetime's, as far as to me, I've seen enough, right? So if I drop dead tomorrow, I don't care. All the shit here. Yeah, I've already started to clean up. Look, see, it's different. Look, plastic bag up here, man. Mr. Dog was very good. Done a great job. He come in here and cleaned up. And he's worried about the storm because it's raining. Isn't he lovely? Going to sleep. You listen to me. I talk him to sleep every night. Whoop. It's all right, son. It just fell down and landed on his nose. It's a hair clipper brush. I don't know what's doing in here. Look at that. See, you let people in your house. Look, you stuff everything up. Have a hair clipper brush. It's in here. It's supposed to be in my room. Anyway, that's it there for me, Mr. Hominoid. Don't let people in your house. Just live by yourself. If you're not married, don't have kids, live by yourself. Don't have borders. Not worth it. Honestly, not worth it. You can't go away. You can't do anything. And these aren't even my glasses. These are former borders. He was a guy 50 years old. Look what he used to wear. He used to look like Grandma Nellie. Look. See the spots on him? Yeah, what's that? Again? My name's Gladys. Bye, Gladys. I'm glad you're gone. No, I don't like liberals. They kill railways everywhere. That's why I travel around everywhere, man. I like to travel everywhere, man. Anyway, you look, take care. Mr. Hominoid at Gmail. MRHOMNOID@gmail.com. Send me an email if you like. Or on Twitter, or on Instagram, or on Snapchat. What's the other one? I had that Russian one there once. I actually had 3 people from Russia who used to talk to me about trains in Australia from Russia. They'd type it in Russian and translate over to English. And I'd be sitting there going, what's that mean? But anyway. So, da, yet. But then, and what's the other one? Waska, Russian. Just know a bit of Japanese ones. Forgotten that now. I'm getting too old. I'm going to have my coffee. See you later. Mr. Dog was very good today. Just a little thing on the end of, I always say I'm going to go, and then I keep going. I'm going to go, and I'll keep going. Mr. Dog was so good, he found my credit card. He went down the street, and he went and bought me a whole bunch of new clothes. So when you see me next to YouTube, I won't be wearing these old rags. I've been cleaning up. I just couldn't be bothered. And I already had 2 showers today. Can you hear the rain? Have a listen. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. Yeah, I'll shut up. Listen. Man, it's bucketing down rain. Someone's on there. Say good day. Who's on the channel? Give me a thumbs up. Somebody out there. Look, I'll say hello. Look. Don't be shy. Look, I'll say hello. Hey, hello. Ah, took off. I love that. You know what amazes me? I can sit here and I can record this live stream and nobody will watch it. And I'll come back the next day, I'll have 35, 60 views or 10 views. Another one will have 100 views, 1,000 views. Just depends on the subject and who wants to see it. Anyway, Moomba, Byron Bay, Theo Hayes, Last Movement's going to reenact that up there at Byron Bay in the next couple of days. So keep like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. I spent $200 on clothes just to make you bastards happy because you reckon I look like a gronk. Yeah, I know, I look like a gronk. I feel like a gronk. I taste like a gronk. Anyway, somebody's there. Hello, who's ever there? Who's there before I go? I'm about to go. Do you want to say hello? It's a 30-second delay, so I'll just wait. I'll have me a cup of coffee. Right, so we've got a new railway station being built at MARYS for the new bus interchange. And the old car park's turning into, no, they're going again. Is that my mate up there, Chris? Is that Chris? My mate Chris or my son Chris? I reckon it's one of those two. Somebody's on there. Don't be shy. Say hello. Come on. Anyway, so yeah, it's been $200 on clothes today. I bought my mate Chris up there a present and my son Chris a present. So yeah, I'll take them up a present each. Oh, that's Chris, now he knows. Or that's my son Chris, now he knows. Oh my God, now they both know. Anyway, I've got to take my milk bottle with me. Chessum the train. I can't drive up there. I've got 2 bucket up knees. I can't drive that far. But he said, I'll drive up. I can't drive up that far. I'll just go rent a car. I'll rent a car off somebody. Or I'll just go rent a car. Or borrow a friend's car. Or get somebody else to drive me around. I don't want to drive. I'm sick of driving. I drove a cab 17 years. I'm sick of driving. I just want to sit there and video. I would just want to sit there and think and what I'm doing on my video editing. Yeah, can you see Miss Car? No, that's not Miss Car. There's Miss Car down there, see? There it is there, look, friends. So look, you can see it now. Look at it. That's where they pull my elbows out. Where is it? Hey, look, you can see it. It goes up there. It goes that way. Yeah, clean back my elbows out. My arms never used to work. My arms, I used to sit there and go like that. Now look, they go out there like that. Bionic man. Come on, who's out there on the channel? Say hello. Somebody say hello. Anyway, leave me a comment. Tell me who you are. Anyway, so MARYS are getting the new railway station and they rebuilt the Ropes Creek railway line right out there to Chessum Street. It's down there on the channel. Go to look at it. It's already uploaded. And I filmed where they're moving the current MARYS bus station up to the car park to a temporary one. And then they're going to rebuild and put the driver's train in the MARYS bus interchange. See you later. That's this live stream. I'll get off and I'll come back and I'll do another one.